Alright, Shalom, Shalom Akim. Coming back at you with another walk and talk. But this time right here in the concrete jungle. Checking out some of this wealth that's all hoarded up by the ease. Walk past. Give you a little glimpse of some of these wealthy houses. Up there in the billions, easy. Yeah, we're in a well-to-do area. Let's check out some of this. Yeah. These houses shall continue forever. Dwelling places are fat. Genesis 27. Verse 28. The blessing that Isaac gave to Esau. The blessing that Isaac gave to Esau. It says his dwelling places shall be fat. And that is what we see right here. Dwelling places are fat. People see filming, they get a bit worried. What are you so worried about? You got a criminal record, eh? You so worried about? You've been doing something you ain't been supposed to be doing. What you got a conscience about? You know that day's gonna come. Yeah, so these are fat lands, these are fat houses. Fat houses. Dwelling places is fat. His dwelling places shall continue forever. He named the houses after his own names. Psalms 49:11. This is a wealthy area. Just giving you a little glimpse here. Right there, we're in some well-to-do area. A little bit less pollution around here. It's going to be a quick hit. You want to do your shopping, they say you want to get certain things that are not so you know, the average chicken shop round here, or restaurant, ain't really no chicken shop round here. You probably get some decent chicken. They give all the scraps. In the urban areas where all you niggers are, that's where they give you all the scraps. Scraps of all the food. They give you the scraps of the chicken. With all kinds of diseases in the chicken. It's in it, and I've seen documentaries on it too. Way back in the 90s. They said, yeah, we send all this nasty meat. Store it up, send it to Jamaica. You know, all them little islands, they send it there and they send it into the poor areas. But here they get the rest of everything, man. Because that's the prophecy that was fulfilled. That was prophesied to be fulfilled. To Esau, it says his dwelling places shall be fat. And his houses shall be fat. Loosely paraphrasing. And he lives fat. His bank account is fat. His wallet is fat. His belly is fat. He just give me a funny look here. Yeah, this is the eat area, man. All these houses, fat bellies, fat bowl fields, fat wallets, big belly man. Oh boy, this is what it is, man. This is what it is. This is just one of them awkward talks that you burst out laughing in the car. Really look at how the ease them I live. Just giving you a little glimpse of it. But we know that they only got it on lease They only got it on lease. So enjoy your Kingdom E. Enjoy it. I'm gonna hit a precept. When I find one of them nice fat houses, stand right in front of it, because we know they're soon gonna be out. They're gonna be out on their heads. Find one of them big fat houses. This is a mansion right here. This is a mini mansion. Looks like a mini mansion, right? Just give you a little prophecy on all the blessings that the E's are enjoying right now in their mini mansion houses. Genesis 27 and verse 28 says, "Go, therefore God gave thee of the dew of the heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of the corn and wine." Yeah, this is what the blessing that came from Jacob. From Jacob to Isaac. From Isaac, I should say, from Isaac to Esau. Because let's go back to see if we can get that context. Go back to verses. Talks about the blessings there, and his father, go up in 26. He says, "And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelt the smell of his remnant and blessed him." Right, talking to this is Isaac talking to Jacob. Right, this is what you call a supplanting. This is when the supplanting took place, which was all prophecy as well. "And he came near and kissed him, and he smelt the smell of his remnant and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which the Lord hath blessed." Right, to get the context, read the whole chapter. Yeah, "Therefore God gave thee of the dew of the heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of the corn and wine." Right. Let's see if we can get this in. "And it came to pass, as Isaac had made an end of the blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now," 26, "and he kissed me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and the smell of his remnant, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which the Lord hath blessed." Right. "Therefore Jehovah gave thee of the dew of the heavens and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine." Right? Go back to 25. Right, 25, Genesis 25 and 22. Get the context. "And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and to one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger." Right. The elder is Isaac, and we are the younger, Jacob. "And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in the womb, and the first came out red, right, and all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, that which is wasted away." That's what that means. "And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of the heel of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob." Right? It's a planter. "Jacob and Isaac was there 80 years old when she bore them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents." Right. So we know the story. To get the fullness of it, read the whole chapter. But I just wanted to make that point and get into the context of making that point. Esau was blessed with the fatness of the earth. So we don't begrudge him his blessing. You know, in all those sports, for example, like football, baseball, cricket. You have to allow them to have their innings. Everybody has their fair time to rule. So you have your innings, it's your turn now, your turn to bat, and you stay in for as long as you stay in for. In this case, for as long as the Most High says he's going to stay in for, which is till its time is over, which we know that this is the paradigm shift now. And we're at his hill right now. Jacob is at his hill, right? Jacob is the beginning of the world that followeth after Esau. We're at his hill. That's in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. They're on the way out. We're on the way in. So I like to see them enjoying their kingdom, man. You know, rejoice and be glad, O you daughters of Edom. That's in I think that's in Lamentations chapter 4. Rejoice and be glad, O you daughters of Edom. Paraphrasing, knowing that your time is running out, man. So enjoy your kingdom. You know, let's get that one there. Let them enjoy themselves. Me not begrudge them. Yeah, he who laughs best. He who laughs best. I think it's in Lamentations. Let's check this out. Lamentations chapter 4, 21. Yeah, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Yeah, because we had our innings. We drank of the grages of the cup. Let's go over there, cross over. We drank it all down, every little bit of it. We're still drinking it now. Every now and then we get a little sip of that to remind us, right, where we are. Yeah, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass. So the cup is passing on to you now. There's a song that says, it's your turn, it's your turn. Yeah, shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Your skirts are being lifted up, you're being exposed. And also you women, you Edomite women, you love to get drunk too, literally, spiritually and carnally, physically, spiritually and carnally. You love to get drunk, all over the place, legless, expose yourself. You Edomite women. That's how the Edomite kingdom is acting right now. It's drunk, it's exposing itself, the tongue is falling upon itself, and they're literally drunk on the wine and all the philosophies. So that's why we stay away from all that crap, bullshit philosophies and cheap wines. But yeah, just take a look at it, because we soon possess these kind of things here. I mean, this is gonna be burned up by the missiles. But I've had visions. I've been in certain, the vision I had was I was in Jacob's trouble, and there was an empty house, like a mansion, something like this. And we was in there, or I was in there. I think I could have been a pilgrim moving around under the radar, and I was in one of these mansions, and there were rich vases in there, rich paintings in there, wealthy paintings, wealthy pottery and all that. You know how it is in some of them wealthy houses. A lot of expensive art, good food in the fridges, and I was chilling. I was on the move, but I was chilling at the same time in somebody's nice wealthy mansion like we see behind us here. And that's where it was, man. So yeah, they're living fat. That's what I brought out there. Genesis 27, 28 and verse 28. Therefore God gave thee the dew of the heavens and the fatness of the earth and plenty of the corn and the wine. So yeah, they motherfuckers living fat. That's what them Yankees say. That's what they say. Them motherfuckers be living fat. Right, man. Let's bring out some precepts here. That's why I like to chill in sometimes. I like to chill in some of these areas. See what we do. We go around here. go around there and get an even better look at Esau living fat. Motherfuckers be living fat. But it's our turn. It soon be our turn. So enjoy yourself, man. Rejoice and be glad. Alla Ono. Alla Ono. Data Edom. Leave it up. Yeah, I was around here not too long ago. And I'm always wary when I'm around these people. These Edomites, especially them Edomites. I mean, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. I would never go in if I was in a lift and it was just me and an Edomite woman, the Edomite woman come down and just her in there, and it's for me to go in the lift with the Edomite woman. I would say, next one please, not for me. I ain't trying to risk that. You know, all the rape, all that thing, they're being charged for rape and called out for rape and all that. What they do, many a man been called out for rape and they haven't even done it. So when I was walking through the tunnel the other day doing my video, saw an Edomite woman walking through the tunnel in front of me, and I made sure I waited till she got through the tunnel before I walked behind her. It's that kind of scenario when you're dealing with these people. You got to walk with wisdom. I would never be in a tunnel with me and just the Edomite woman. I'd do everything in my power to avoid it. Or being in a lift with just an Edomite woman. You men out there, you also act with wisdom too. If you're working in them kind of places there, you know, those kind of office jobs, and you have to kind of come across them Edomite women. Play your cards right. I would never go in a lift with just me and an Edomite woman alone. If there's another person there, if there's an Edomite man there, or someone else there, or a couple of people there, you need at least 2 witnesses. Never be with an Edomite woman alone. And I've learned that through just by being just straight common sense, added with history too. Yeah, because knowledge is best qualified, history is best qualified to reward our research. History is best qualified and most attractive to reward our research. And that's how you learn, and that's how you apply common sense, or you apply history, or you apply knowledge. Because wisdom is the application of knowledge. So we can talk all that talk, but we have to apply it. Yeah, we can talk about knowledge, but we have to apply it in our daily lives, in our going to's and fro's. Yeah, and moving in the spirit as well as just talking in the spirit. We've got to move in the spirit. Let me get into this Psalms, because I see sometimes just the way how they move, how them E's move, and they always, to me, they look like they got. I see booby traps on them. They're just walking booby traps. Edomite women are walking booby traps. You understand? You know what a booby trap is? When you get hooked, like you see them foxes when they get hooked up in them traps, them fox traps, or them animal traps, they're walking booby traps for you nigger men. And that I'm talking from seeing what's happened. Recent history, how I saw things play out in my lifetime, and how history played out. You know, after the Jim Crow and before, and in slavery, and after slavery, the Jim Crow. So I'm talking about that because I've just been seeing certain things, and I'm observing certain behaviours and actions, and also what happened yesterday too, when I was going through the tunnel. An Edomite woman would walk through a tunnel, and she would make sure she walks very slow. And I said to myself, yeah, that looks about right. She knows she's only her, and if I walk in there, it's just me and her under the tunnel, as we were walking through that, doing that walk and talk yesterday. Why ain't she supposed to be scared? Ain't she supposed to speed up, not slow down? That's the question that I was asking. You're on your own, an Edomite woman on her own, and there's a nigger man, and we've been stereotyped as bad people who are all over the media, social media, and mainstream media. We've been stereotyped as a big black bad King Kong, but you're in a tunnel, just you, and you're walking slow, and you know there's only one guy behind you, me. Tell me if that ain't a booby trap there, right there. Tell me if that ain't a booby trap. We watch these people, man. We watch, we observe. Right? Psalms 49 and 11 says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their land after their own names. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. Because their dwelling places are fat, they don't want to give them up. They call them after their own names. They have they have acres and acres of land. They've got names for them. Some of the houses have got names on them, you know, that they've given their own houses like pets, right? And their houses, and they believe their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places. See? And I'm in these places, I come around these places, right? And there's a lot of lonely people that come to these places, lonely like Edomite women, and there's certain places where you walk, where even a man might be afraid. At night, a man might be afraid to walk some of these places, but you've got Edomite women, they're sitting there in the dark, or walking through what might be seen as predatorial places where crimes happen. And look, I'm just standing here. There's a path there. They walk reckless. They're reckless people. So I'm going to move over here. You come this way, I'll move over there. Why you want to walk up close up to me? There's a path there. Why are you walking close right next to me? You damn demons, man. Right? So we watch these people, how they move. We know how these people, they move. Yeah, here's another one in let's go to this one. In Job. Just hitting off these precepts, keeping it in the scriptures. Yes. Yeah, man. Job chapter 20. Yeah, that. And verse 5, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrites but for a moment. And a lot of them rich, wealthy Edomite women, they're the most loneliest, sexually frustrated. I want a King Kong man. I want to experience what it's like to be with a King Kong man. She's living up there in the villas and in the rich houses, wealthy houses. Her husband's hardly there. And they get a bit weary, you know, and they want to know what it's they want to get raped, you understand, by a big black King Kong. They want to get raped, yeah, these rich wealthy areas. And I know my older brother was what you might call a very good supplanter, and he used to get about, so I learned from my older brother. He was into all the Edomites and all that, the Edomite women, and he was into all of that, and middle class, and he was into that get money, and he was into get rich quick schemes, and I've seen a lot of how he used to maneuver, and that's just a little bit of what I'm telling him. I'm not going to tell you everything about everything, I'm not going to tell everything about everything, but because it's really none of your business. But I see how these things play out. See how the Edomite woman plays their cards. And I was just never in that spirit. I never even used to follow my older brother. I watched him, but I was never a follower. But I learned from him though. That the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrites but for a moment. Job chapter 20 verse 5. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach up to the clouds. Yeah, the excellencies, and they got all those massive skyscrapers over there, you know, Dubai, and they're continuing to build them over here in the bottomless pit too. the Docklands and the Shard over there in inner cities. London Central, the inner city, London Bridge, you got the Shard right near London Bridge, right in the built up areas, urban areas. You got all these high story houses. New York, you got Empire State Buildings, and they're still building them. And the Twin Towers were knocked down in around 2020, was it 2021? Those Twin Tower high buildings, that was a blow to them. They had a little bit of a blow, you know. The Twin Tower bombings, and just to make the point, His Excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reached unto the clouds, yeah? Just like the Twin Towers. But what happened to the Twin Towers? Yet he shall perish forever like his own done. That was blown up. That was just to give you an example. Yeah? They shall perish forever like his own done. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Where are the Twin Towers now? Twin Towers. He's got a little monument of the Twin Towers right there now. So they ain't gonna be no monuments for you UEs. You ain't even gonna be a skid mark on the toilet. Gonna flush you down the number ones and number twos, and you ain't even gonna be a skid mark on the toilet seat or in the toilet bowl. You ain't gonna have no memorial. You ain't gonna be remembered. Yeah, you ain't even gonna get a skid mark to your name. Big fat dung in the toilet. Get the fuck down. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, shall be chased away as a skid mark, as a vision of the night. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at them. Fucking get the fuck out of here. You're gonna be chased away, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck out of here. America. Yeah, his eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Right. But what is his children doing now, right? His children shall seek to please the poor. I want a King Kong. The Edomite women. Give me a big King Kong. Yeah, his children shall seek to please the poor, his hand shall restore their goods. I want a King Kong. His children shall seek to please the poor. You know what I mean? Like I say, my brother, he was into all that. He was into the Edomites' children, the Edomite women. He was into the children, and they were seeking to please the poor. He used to get a lot of presents, so to speak. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. Right. Though the wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him. You got gas, mate. You got gas. So what you gonna have to do? 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Yeah, because in his bowels it is turned. It's all turning and going, and he's got gall, and he's got all kinds of problems. He wants to come up again because it ain't sweet in his belly. It don't belong up in there. When you steal something, it don't belong to you. Never did belong to you. If you steal something, that thing still belongs to the person you stole it from. All right, until you're caught, and you're gonna have to restore that thing you stole. UEs, the biggest criminals on the planet. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. Right, that which he laboured for shall be restored, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the vegetation be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Yeah, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away his house which he builded not. See that? The motherfucker never built that. Yeah. Who were the Masons? The original Masons were Jake over there, and we keep hearing about that. Yeah. You didn't build up the Americas. You didn't build up the Americas. Yeah. United States of Americas. He didn't build it up. It was the slaves. We built that up. My ancestors built that up. Yeah, because you have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because you have violently taken away an house which he builded not. Malachi or Micah chapter 2 and verse 1 and 2. You covet lands. You covet everything. Yeah, you covet everything, and you down to the smallest thing that someone has, you covet that, up to the biggest thing, like a house. Violently take away a house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. Right now you're sick, you're rolling around left, right and centre. Where the belly's boiling over. Yeah? Not feel quietness in his belly. And I saw someone the other day. This man was sick, man, and you can see he's sick. And when you look at a lot of them documentaries on sick men, it's a lot of them Edomite, middle-aged Edomite men. All kinds of abominable illnesses. You don't want to know. Some of them, man, they're off the chart, some of them abominable illnesses that the Most High is afflicting them with. Massive balls on their head that they can't sleep, on the back of their head, looking like Elephant Man. One Edomite man, I just happened to see a little bit on one of these documentaries. This Edomite man was telling, you could see on his big massive balls a sand bigger than baseballs on the back of his head just growing. And he said they're painful, you can't sleep, you can't put a hat on, you can't put a helmet on, a motorcycle helmet on. That ball, that thing there was nasty. I couldn't even finish watching the documentary, man. Yeah, because this is, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. Surely, back to 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. Right, that's all them sicknesses that the Most High is afflicting them with. Yeah, and that's before you get taken out. Sometimes the Most High makes it nice and slow, so you can know and you can feel it, and it's all because of you of Obadiah 10. Shame shall cover thee because of the violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee. Ye shall not save of that which he desired. So that rich man with all them boils coming out the back of his neck and his head, on the side of his head, at the back of his head, he said he can't sleep, he can't roll up, he can't lie down. He's being tormented, man. He can't appreciate the wealth, all the wealth that he's stolen. He can't really enjoy the stolen money, the old money that he's stolen. He can't enjoy it because he's afflicted with boils. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Yeah, got boils and all kinds of shit going on. Belly problems, serious belly problems, stomach issues, stomach ulcers. You can't appreciate all that rich food that you was buying with the old money. It's fucked up your stomach. You got all kinds of stomach issues, stomach ulcers, bowel problems, shitting up yourself. Yeah, be in his straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right, we're going, and that's not even to mention when we start finding you where you are, when you try and run, and we start pursuing you, start afflicting you with all that and getting vengeance, right, by the hand of my people, Jacob. Ezekiel 25, right, and 12 onwards. That's even before we got our hands upon you, D's. You're being afflicted now with all kinds of boils and all kinds of illnesses. You're not feeling quietness. That's why you women in my walk up and down and I get drunk and I look for the King Kong thing. I look for the big King Kong. and that's another blow to you too, when your women, your daughters and your wives are looking for the big King Kong, walking up and down, you know, looking for the big King Kong. And that's a blow to your ego. You eat my ego. That's a blow to your ego, man, when your women don't want you no more. Yeah? When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Like I say, them boys are afflicting these motherfuckers, man, and all these other issues that they're suffering from. He shall flee from the iron weapon and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Yeah, that reminds me of Lamentations? Amos chapter 5 or 4. He shall flee from a lion, and a bear shall meet him. Right? So this is a very similar precept to that. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him. That's a very good precept, that one. Let me undermark that one. Just remind me of that precept, man. You flee from a lion and a bear met him. You flee from a bear and a scorpion met him. You flee from a scorpion and a snake bite him. Yeah? He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel will strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gale, of his goal. Terror are upon him. Oh boy, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. All darkness shall be hid in his sacred places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Oh, there's a heavy warning now, an emergency on shark attacks over there in America. Shark attacks. An emergency warning now. Not to swim in them beaches, man, because the sharks are. The increase of his houses shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Yeah, the shark attacks. This is what I was alluding to. This precept in Joel 20 and 27. The earth, the animals, the sharks are attacking them now. So there's an emergency decree, so to speak, so that people don't go in and go swimming and just go be as they're clad, their eyes in the clad, and walk carefree. Those days are over now, because the animals, the sharks are attacking you, the dogs are attacking you. And there's an example of a young girl. She might look like she might have been in her late teens, and she was, as they are, just naive, walking around like they don't kill them, they don't harm a fly, or nothing's, they ain't in no fear about anything, just naive and gullible. This little girl was bitten up by a shark. He was trying to kill her, man. She said, I saw it, but I didn't have no fear, and it just attacked me. You should have had fear. You see? That's because the heavens are revealing his iniquity, and the earth is rising up against you. So now you're starting to get what it feels like to have fear. You're going to have fear. And that reminds me of the vision I had, man, with the Leviathan on the earth. I think I mentioned it, but I didn't go into all the details. I might just do a video on it, but with the Spirit, I'm just going to say, these were Leviathans on the earth, and he had big Leviathan, the main one. He looked like he was tall as one of them high-rise story buildings. Massive. Come on the earth, and I was watching it, and I was moving around, but it weren't looking for us. It was looking for Edomites, It was looking for to yam them up, and other undescribable animals. It was all over, man, and we just moving around, and they didn't give a monkey's about us, almost like we was invisible. They was looking for to yam. They wanted some blood, right? So the Leviathan was looking for He came on the earth, and all these other animals. Yeah, so that's again I'm talking about. Yeah, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. They came up on the earth. They came out of the canals. They came out of rivers and lakes. All these animals, and they was bloodthirsty, looking for your red skin, you E's, and blood to suck, and skin to tear. Right? That's that reminds me of Jeremiah 15. The dogs to tear. You understand what I'm saying? The sword to kill. Yeah, that's all the animals. They're vexed. They want you off the planet too. That's the earth rising up against you. The increase of his house shall depart, and his good shall fly away in the day of his wrath. Right? You want to steal everybody's gold? Don't worry, that gold is coming back to the rightful owners anyway. Because gold is only transferred. Yeah? You can't hide it. You can't melt it down. And if you melt it down, the Most High, we know where it is. It's gonna give us that navigation. Yeah, the rightful rulers, the so-called black people. We're going to get it all back. Like I say, it's only transferred. You can't hide it, or silver, or any other those precious metals that you've got, that you covet and you steal. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall fly away in the day of his wrath. Last one. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh thy power. Yeah, so you got your little kingdom. Enjoy it while you can. Enjoy your little kingdom. Yeah, Genesis 27 and 28. Verses 28 says, therefore God gave thee of the dew of the heavens and the fatness of the earth and the plenty corn and wine. He gave you your fatness. That's why everything about you is fat. Yeah? Your belly is fat. Your wallet is fat. Your houses are full of fatness. Your houses, your cars, them is fat. And right now you're fat, but you're very unwell. And you're going to restore the goods back to its rightful rulers. So I just wanted to go in on that, bring out why is he so, I'm in this area, it looks so comfortable. Why are they looking so comfortable and so well-to-do in this well-to-do area? Don't begrudge them. They only got it on lease. Because it soon be our turn. Giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to all the elders and the apostle of great millstone. The house of David is rising. Check out the fatness of the earth, what they have. Enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can eat. Soon be ours. It's your turn. To the next one.